Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's Friday the 3rd of June, I think it's the 3rd, it's the 3rd of June, and I'm heading home at 5:30ish, so same as usual. This week, short week because of course the bank holiday weekend last weekend, during which time I didn't get up to much really. Spent a large amount of it prattling about with a petrol strimmer, would you believe? Pain in the backside thing it is. It was being a devil to start, so I ended up on Saturday stripping down all the primer and air intake and everything and putting all the bits and soaking them in clean petrol, because that seemed to be what guide suggested, and rebuilding all that, and then I ended up dumping some petrol oil mix into where the spark plug goes into it, just to fire it up a bit that way, and got it going eventually after much cursing. Not helped at all by the fact that I'd taken a good chunk of skin off my thumb print during the week at work, so I'd got kind of a bit of a raw wound there, and I'd got various cuts and scrapes on the other hand. And so being knee deep in petrol oil mix wasn't great for my hands at all either. So there's some pain going on. Got it all going. And then on Monday went took the youngest to a new big soft play centre. Well, new to us, it's not a new build one. New to us, and then came back and the strimmer again decided to run out of wire, so, and I think it also run out of fuel, so I'd redone the wire for the strimming bit, filled it up, and it was being a pain to start again, so I was giving it some right good yanks on the starter cord. It was just getting it to the sort of the popping when it was starting to turn over, and I thought it was going to go. Give it one big almighty good old pull to get it going, and snap the starter cord. So that was like, oh, fantastic. So I took all that apart and then tried to reconnect up the cord, which it did do, but of course you need to do something with the spring and re-tighten it or whatever, because so it springs back. So all really I achieved doing was connecting up the cord again and handle, but it would never go back in because I hadn't done the spring bit right, and I pulled the spring bit apart, and then the spring bounced out and nearly took my eye out, and then I prayed about some more. I gave up in the end Monday. It was just annoying. Fortunately, it seems that enterprising people sell the actual whole pull cord mechanism you can bolt back on the side of these things on eBay, so I managed to find one that's an exact match and ordered it off eBay. Because that seemed like a far simpler solution than prattling about trying to get this spring to do its job. So I'll be able to bolt that on at some point this weekend. So other than that, not a great deal more done over the weekend other than that. This week, steady away at work again. I've been really getting on with more website stuff, surprise, surprise. So had a bit of a revamp on the Topa Coffee Roasters site, adding bits to it, messing about, changing stuff, changed the theme around, did some modification in the code because being a wholesaler, we show all price excluding VAT, but everyone wants to see the including VAT price as well, just so they know the total amount they're paying. And then of course some things we have are 0 rated for VAT. I mean, it's not so much on the Topa Coffee Roasters, it's just I got the Scott Rao books on there, so they have to be 0 VAT, and I'm going to have some green coffee on there, and that's going to be 0 VAT. So I needed to show those things, and there seemed to be no simple way of doing that. Of course, there's never a simple way to do with anything, so I ended up puzzling through it myself. I managed to work out a way to do it using the tags that they have as an indicator. So it now all works, and I also managed to get the where there's variants on the roasters, and there's a price increase because the variant adds something such as a variable speed drum. Managed to work out how to get both prices, both the excluding that normal price that the shop shows, and also my increased price with the VAT included on to show adjust price accordingly. So again, some puzzling, but I got that done. Phone Maniac site also had a little bit of a change. I changed the theme. Just thought I'd do it, give it a bit of a change. Of course, I entirely forgot when I did that I'd then need to create all new graphics for all the little graphical links and whatever else bits. So kind of changed the theme, and then I just spend a little bit of time messing about changing all those bits and pieces. But I quite like the new one anyway. It needs some back end tweaks and things, but just a bit of a different theme for that. So that's all up and going. So yeah, I mean, web stuff, I've been doing lots of web stuff, and it's sort of all building up now, puzzling over potential future big changes, but there seems to be just tons of stuff that I need to get done at the moment, and I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to get it all done, or if it's even vaguely feasible for me to do it all. But who knows, we'll see. So all that's been progressing quite well as far as this week goes, and I don't think anything else has gone really ridiculously annoying. Been alright. Been watching. Watched a film. Since I've watched a film, I didn't watch all it. Some bits of it actually, which is Zootopia. And it wasn't what I was expecting really, because you kind of expect Zootopia to be about a zoo. I mean, it wasn't about a zoo, but it was a very good film. It's a kids' film. The youngest was watching it, but it is actually quite good, enjoyable for adults as well, I think. So watched that. That was quite good. Obviously, banging away at Star Wars Battlefront some more. I've now reached 49,500 rank. Well, rank 49, and I'm halfway through getting the points needed to get to rank 50. So I'm getting there slowly but surely. Did have actually, I think Wednesday night at some ungodly hour, I did actually manage to get the best round I have ever done, which is I managed to end up getting it over 20 kills. First time I've ever managed to get over 20 in a round, which is great. I managed to actually get my survivalist star card up to level 3. Well, it's survivalist traits actually. Get the terminology right, honestly. Trait up to level 3, which is even harder work, because you've got to get X number of kills to get level 2 without being killed yourself, and then some more again to get to level 3 without being killed. And the without being killed bit I found very hard, because I'm always just about getting killed almost immediately. I am growing vaguely suspicious about the people who seem to be in the games and are getting like 40 plus kills when, you know, everyone else is getting up to 20. You know, you're averaging sort of about 10-15 for players, so you've got like 8 people in the game, and there's one at the top getting 40 and everyone else is getting 10-15 kills. I'm starting to think that they aren't just really good players, because there's been a few times now there's been people who are just running around the map and without sort of stopping, pausing or doing anything, they seem to just run past and shoot and kill you in one shot, and then do the same on someone else and keep doing that all the way around. And I'm kind of thinking this is inhumanely possible. You just cannot be doing that. I can't hit people stood still aiming at them, but that's me. I mean, that's just not very good. But at the same point, I can't see how anyone can be running around the map. And they've been got by someone, respawned in the area, set off a little bit. They've just run from one area to another past me, and bloody shot me again straight off one hit. Not stopped or anything, not paused to aim or anything, just like run past. And it's almost as if there's something happening in the background. They've got some artificial help going on, so I'm not sure, because of course it's open to PS4, Xbox and PC, so I'm wondering if there's some PC hacks going on with the game, or maybe it's just me being rubbish. I don't know, who knows. But anyway, so I've been getting on with that, and yeah, I'm going to get 50 this weekend, I should think, so I'll get my dark Shadow Trooper outfit. And I've been sort of getting on with the emoji thing I was on about last week. The emotes, the team, well, the community managed to reach the million that you had to fire off, which of course was no great difficulty. I mean, at the start of a match you could be doing about 20 a piece, as it is anyway, if there's a group of you all together and you're all doing it. So they got the 3 number 1 emote, which I haven't bothered putting on because I quite like the ones I've got at the moment. Actually, now I'm quite into those. I've not had much chance to use my laughing one in a gloating scenario because I've not had much to gloat about, to be honest. So other than a bit of Star Wars Battlefront and all this web design work, there's not great deal being going on. The weather's gone pretty not so great, really. I mean, it's quite clear now. It's been a bit cloudy all day. Still not that warm though. It's supposed to get warm this weekend again, so that'll be quite good. Other than that, not a lot happening. Looks like, oh yes, they've put down the lovely pointless chippings on this road today. I bet they're not done a little bit though. No, not done a little bit. And so, right, I'm back again. Looks like I've got some bags in my garden. Right, so I'll get off. Have a good. Oh, jeez, right. Have a good week or weekend, and I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog when my helpful mate this is out me drive. Yep, so yeah, have a good week or weekend, and I'll catch you in next week's vlog when hopefully something interesting will have happened, or maybe not. Okay, bye.